There was a man who made a living selling balloons at a fair. He had all colors of balloons, including red, yellow, blue, and green. Whenever the business was slow, he would release a helium filled balloon into the air, and when the children saw it go up, they all wanted to buy one. They would come up to him, buy a balloon, and his sales would go up again. He continued this process all day. One day, he felt someone tugging at his jacket. He turned around and saw a little boy who asked, "If you release a black balloon, would that also fly?" Moved by the boy's concern, the man replied with empathy, "Son, it is not the color of the balloon. It is what is inside that makes it goes up." The same thing applies to our lives. It is what is inside that counts. The thing inside of us that makes us go up is our attitude. William James of Harvard University said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind." Your attitude contributes to success. A study attributed to Harvard University found that when a person gets a job, 85% of the time it is because of their attitude, and only 15% of the time because of how smart they are and how many facts and figures they know. Surprisingly, almost 100% of education dollars goes to teaching facts and figures, which accounts for only 15% of success in work. Factors that determine our attitude. Are we born with attitude, or do we develop them as we mature? What are the factors that form our attitudes? If you have a negative outlook on life because of your environment, can you change your attitude? Most of our attitude is shaped during our formative years. There are primarily three factors that determine our attitude. They are environment, experience, and education. These are called the triple E's of attitude. Let's evaluate each of the factors individually. Firstly, environment. Environment consists of the following: the home, which gives positive or negative influences; school, where you get peer pressure; work, supportive or overcritical supervisor; social environment, political environment. All of these environments creates a culture. Every place, be it a home, in a positive environment, a marginal performer's output goes up. In a negative environment, a good performer's output goes down. Experience. Our behavior changes according to our experiences with people and events in our life. If we have a positive experience with a person, our attitude toward him becomes positive and vice versa. That's why most of our choices and judgments associate with our past experiences. Our brain registers this memory and acts as a reference for future evaluation. And finally, the education. Shiv Kher, the author of the book You Can Win, says, "I prefer to both formal and informal education, not just academical qualifications. Knowledge strategically applied translates into wisdom, ensuring success." When we talk of education, it is in the broader sense. It makes the role of the educator vital. A teacher affects eternity. The ripple effect is immeasurable. We are drowning in information but starving for knowledge and wisdom. Education ought to teach us not only how to make a living but also how to live. People with positive attitude. People with positive attitude have certain personality traits that are easy to recognize. They are caring, confident, patient, and humble. They have high expectations of themselves and others. They anticipate positive outcomes. A person with a positive attitude is like a fruit of all seasons. He is always welcome. You will be the serene person you wanted to meet all along. The benefits of positive attitude. There are many and easy to see. but what is easy to see is also easy to miss. To mention a few, a positive attitude reduces stress, solves problems, increases productivity, fosters better relationships with employees and customers, makes for a pleasing personality, helps a person become a contributing member of society and an asset to their country. If we want to build and maintain positive attitude, we need to consciously practice the following steps. First one, change focus, look for the positive. We need to become a seeker of good and need to focus on the positive in life. Let's start looking for what is right in a person or situation instead of looking for what is wrong. Because of our conditioning, we are so attuned to finding fault and looking for what is wrong that we forget to see the positive. Be an optimist. Be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Talk health, happiness, and prosperity to even every person you meet. Make all your friends feel there is something in them. Look at the sunny side of everything. Think only of the best, work only for the best, and expect only the best. Be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. Forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. Give everyone a smile. Spend so much time improving yourself that you have no time left to criticize others. Be too big for worry and too noble for anger. Make a habit of doing it now. Most often, we plan for the things that we never put into practice. What we miss here is not knowing the power of now. Yes, not today, not tomorrow, but now. We don't achieve excellence because of our own lack of vision. A completed task is fulfilling and energizing. An incomplete task drains your energy. If you want to build and maintain a positive attitude, get into the habit of living in the present and doing it now. This is how we try, we fail, we learn, and eventually we succeed. Get into a continuous education program. Do we really get educated in schools and colleges? Generally, there is a consensus that some do, but most don't. We receive a lot of information in schools and colleges. Don't get me wrong, we do need information to be educated, but we need to know the true meaning of education. We live in information age. It is estimated that amount of information is doubling every year. With information so readily available, it is easy to dispel ignorance. Build a positive self-esteem. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is the way we feel about ourselves. When we feel good within, our performance goes up, our relationships improve, both at work and at home. The world looks nicer. What is the reason? There is a direct correlation between feeling and behavior. Whenever we do something positive in life, even if no one is watching, we rise a little in our eyes. Whenever we do something negative like lying, cheating, stealing, even if no one is watching, we fall down a little bit in our eyes. That's the magic of self-esteem. Start your day with a positive note. Read or listen to something positive first thing in the morning. After a good night's sleep, we are relaxed and our subconscious is receptive. It sets the tone for the day and puts us in the right frame of mind to make every day a positive day. In order to bring about change, we need to make a conscious effort and recommit to make positive thoughts and behavior part of our lives. Practice having positive thoughts and behavior daily until they become a habit. William James of Harvard University said, "If you are going to change your life, you need to start immediately and do it flamboyantly." So with this, I'm finishing this video. There is a lot to talk about positive attitude. It's all what we perceive and what we put into practice. If you like this video, I hope you definitely like the book. Try reading You Can Win by Shiv Kher. I'll put link in the description below for both paperback and audiobook. Give it a try. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and comment down below your thoughts about it. Thanks again. Hope to see you again.